I'll take everything from them.
You're X-Men.
Hello guys, we are So Bad So Good, and we're back, and today we're going to be reviewing X-Men Apocalypse.
So X-Men, directed by Bryan Singer, stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Oscar Isaac.
And this is the next installment in the X-Men franchise after Days of Future Past. This is set in the 80s, and the first ever mutant ever, Apocalypse, is back. He's come back to rule the world because he thinks mankind has fallen, he thinks mankind has been weakened, and he wants to take over the world. So guys, what do you guys think about X-Men Apocalypse? Was this a satisfying next chapter in the X-Men franchise?
Yeah, well, it's really interesting how they start out in Egypt and how the people of Egypt betray him.
Yeah, that's what Apocalypse thinks. You know, I loved how they really showed what Apocalypse was going for, his motivation. So guys, some general thoughts about the film.
I think the movie was like a roller coaster. It has emotions everywhere.
Yep.
And like generally, it's just a good movie to watch.
So what are some of the positives that stood out for you guys?
I think one positive is that they included new members, new blood to the scene. And there's children in the movie, which makes it more exciting.
And with the professor and all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Michael Fassbender as Magneto. This is probably his best performance as Magneto. I thought he was absolutely amazing. There's this scene in the forest with him. He really shows the emotion in the film, and he was just spectacular. But not just him. Most of the cast was great.
Yeah,
you know,
everyone.
James McAvoy, Sophie Turner as Jean Grey was spectacular.
So guys, who's your favorite X-Men? I'll start it off. I think Quicksilver is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Just because he's fast, and in the movie he's so awesome. He does like awesome stunts, and it's just
Awesome stunts,
and it's funny as well.
Yeah,
that's the
he's
thing.
funny. That's the big.
So for you, it's also Quicksilver.
No. No, what's the name of the
Laser.
Cyclops.
Cyclops, yeah.
Oh, Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops was great. Jean Grey's probably my favorite. They really showcased her really well in this movie. Sophie
She
Turner,
was
she's absolutely
amazing,
stunning,
yes.
and she's amazing in the film as well. So so what are some of the other positives that stood out to you guys? What were your thoughts on the villain of the film, Apocalypse?
Villain
I think he was
just-
overpowered. He had so much, like he had all the abilities. He didn't really need.
But
But
much.
he is the first
obviously,
ever
he's
mutant.
the first ever mutant, so
Yeah,
of course
but-
he has all the powers.
And what are you guys' thoughts on his motivations? He wants to take over the world.
Yeah, the
you know?
way he takes over the people is just.
Yeah, I think for a second I thought he was a good guy because he was giving people powers and transforming them. So I was like, okay, he's sound.
Yeah, he sounded good, but
But-
and the way he took them over, like giving them
And you know,
motivation.
they still really showcased, some of the relationships with some of the X-Men, such as James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. They really work well together. And also, there's this scene with Wolverine, which was just
That's just
insane.
an
It's
ad.
probably my favorite performance.
Yeah, but
not favorite scene. Sorry.
He's just there for like 10 seconds and then
yeah,
he
just
disappears.
like
Yeah, he's not in the film for that
Quick
long,
shot.
but he really was worth it. So yeah, overall, I love this film. I thought it was great, but it is not perfect. There are some negatives to the film. So guys, what are some of the negatives that stood out for you?
I think they overused the CGI too much.
Too
I-
much.
They should
I
have,
completely
like-
agree. Yeah. The ending action sequence was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. But you can see that some of the CGI elements were not so great. Especially with some of the scenes with Psylocke. They could have just touched it up a little better. But yeah, any other negatives?
Any other negatives? Okay, the first of all, the negative was Magneto. His ability is to pull metal, right?
Yep.
Okay, and the biggest villain, the guy.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse. He gives
Angel.
Angel the metal wings, right? And when Magneto pulls metal, how come he doesn't pull the Angel?
Well,
He has metal wings.
I think Magneto can control the metals that he wants to control. I'm not
he's
sure.
like,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
He's like, oh, tungsten. Yeah. He doesn't
Okay,
do that.
maybe there are some logic inconsistencies with the film as well. But there's not, for me personally, there's not much negatives that stand out. There's another negative that I have for the film. Jennifer Lawrence, she's a great actress. I love her, but in this film, it just feels like she doesn't care all that much, And plus, in X-Men First Class, she embraced being Mystique, And in Days of Future Past, she was also in blue a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over here, she's just Jennifer Lawrence. It's like, didn't she already embrace this? And they kind of give reasons, but it just feels like, Jennifer Lawrence just wants to be Jennifer Lawrence in the film and not just to be Mystique. It's just
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to see a little bit more Mystique instead of Jennifer Lawrence. So
yeah,
yeah,
she
but
doesn't. It looks like she didn't really put effort in this movie.
I agree.
Yeah, she's just like.
Sleepwalking through it,
Yeah.
Like me right now, I'm sleeping. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways, that's really all I have for the negatives. I thought
Yeah.
this film was great. I
Yeah.
don't really understand some of the negative critical reactions it's got. I loved it.
I mean,
so,
every movie has
Yeah, sure.
negatives, but it still was an amazing movie to watch.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What are your final thoughts of the movie and your final score for
So
X-Men
my final
Apocalypse?
thoughts on the movie is like every movie has its ups and downs. So, but this movie had more ups than downs, and it had really good action. So my score for this movie would be 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's good enough. for
I would
this
agree
movie.
with him. The movie was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's lots of action, like you said, and it's an emotional roller coaster,
Yeah,
which for some people is like what they're looking for. So for that reason, same thing. I would give him an 8.5.
We actually all agree here. I'm also going to give this an 8.5. I think
This
it's
is the first time.
I think it's a
Yeah.
perfect score.
Yeah.
I loved all the characters in the film, and I thought everyone did. Most of the people did a great job, as they
except
said.
Jennifer
Great,
Lawrence.
yep,
yes.
great action, great emotional scenes,
Yeah.
and overall, just a really fun addition to the X-Men franchise.
Yeah, and props to the main villain.
Yeah, Apocalypse, Oscar
Yeah.
Isaac, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He'll be a star. So, that's really it. So,
That's it. So we were so bad, so good, and
We hope to see you next time.
yeah.
Please check out our Instagram, Facebook. All of that is in the description.
and make sure to subscribe for more movie reviews. We will be doing Warcraft soon, so
Stay
hope
tuned.
you check it out.